They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Smith. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
There's Leonard Fournette, 1,000-yard rusher from a year ago. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And an alley to run. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Bortles now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Lucy.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now here's Johnson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. Trying to shrink off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He sets the into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down the score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And it's a fumble into the Redskins. How did they do?
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he drops this off to Thompson complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make it.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. But the Redskins look to get this one back, and indeed they did. It's still Washington football. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Out of the gun, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And his his throw here is incomplete. It was DJ Swearinger right there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. Oh, some strong running, and he's got Moncrief. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know they have good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch, and now that the play's been completed, they've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And an alley to run. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Hey, I think he's locked in.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Buying time to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
On first down, Bortles. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Now Leonard Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles on the give to Fournette. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The pitch to Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, it's Smith. Steps away to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And it's second down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Geis with a carry on second down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, that's Thompson. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Hey, on.
On third down, it's Thompson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Bortles going to throw. He'll buy some time right. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, now Bortles rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, and the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Here's Bortles to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And now running right through it. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return will stop right around the 25.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. Officially no gain on the play. They're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
The Redskins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Smith. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now out come the Jags. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run with Fournette, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. They'll roll him out right. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. Into the Redskins. Haven't they do?
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. On the ground, Geis. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Redskins with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. They run with Geis, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know I have more extra space to run, don't we? No legal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. Stays on his feet. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second and 9 now from the 21. Now this time Bortles will throw. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage on your tight end on that one.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you come up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it now out of the gun. Always got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a 1st down. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the fourth.
But sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're on their game.
Here's a give to Fournette. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, let's go.
A handoff to Fournette. Breaks a tackle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bortles now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Smith keeps it on the sneak. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Again, a run with Thompson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Smith now to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Smith. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a third would win it. And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This one fielded at the 5. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try.